Hey, welcome to another production of Peely Design. Let's talk about racism and systemic racism.
See, right now there's a problem, okay? It's a civil problem. And it's a problem which we're having with, right now, police officers or just civilians of the United States that believe that they are better than anyone else because they happen to be white. And it's not all of them that believe that, okay? It's just a small few that feel endangered. Endangered because they are no longer the majority, and that is a problem for them. I mean, we're talking about the small group of white people that are what we call racists. The problem is they have a leader of the United States that's pretty much the same. So he's trying to control it, and it's getting out of control. Big time. Huge. Okay, so the problem that we're having right now is systemic racism. That means that in this case, in a system of police officers, let's say, if they see a black guy walking down the street or someone of color, could be Latin, Hispanic, they automatically assume that they're guilty of something and they will go try to arrest them. Now, don't let me generalize because not all police officers think this way, okay? It's that small group, okay? The small few that feel that they have so much power that they have more power than everybody else, okay? They think they can do whatever they want and how they want to do it, even though it looks bad and it's not legal, okay? That is just wrong. Like I said, systemic racism has been happening for many, many years. But recently, since everyone has a cell phone and everyone can videotape, well, it turns out that in the United States on May 25th, something happened that was really, really bad. That all of a sudden, everyone was able to see it. Those who wanted to see it on social media, they were able to see it. Well, it turns out that there was this African American man that was visiting his family in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he went to a store. And it turns out that to pay in the store, he gave a $20 bill that happened to be counterfeit. That means that it wasn't real. But maybe he didn't even know it. But the store clerk or the person working in the store called the police. Okay, 4 police officers arrive. One of them is the leader and abuses his power and throws the black man on the ground and presses so much weight on him that they end up, even with another officer putting weight on this black man on the floor, they end up suffocating him. That means they left him with no air, no breathing. They killed him. Now, there were people there watching, filming it with their phones, and they were yelling at the police officers and trying to intervene to get them to stop, to let the man stand because he can't breathe. But the police officers ignored these people completely. So they were filming it and they posted it on social media for everyone to see. The news people went crazy. Now, this thing of the everyone complaining, that the white officers are always abusing the black people and that's not fair. Well, yeah, it is true. It is not fair. And all the videos that were posted because of what happened made everyone see that what everyone was complaining about was totally true. And when word got out on social media, oh my God, the poop hit the fan. Oh, yeah, everyone got out to protest, especially in Minneapolis. It was a total disaster, out of control, and righteously so. So where is this going to end? Now, still today, it's still taking place. Now, what are we going to do? Now, the victim of these police officers that abused their power, his name was George Floyd. And the impact George Floyd, as a result of what happened to him, it affected everyone in the entire world. There were protests all over the place. The United States was like, whoa, protests everywhere. Everywhere that you can see, there was a protest all over the place. What happened to him? No. That shouldn't happen to anybody, no matter what the color of their skin is. That's just an abusive power from that small group of police officers. Like I said, not all police officers are like that. It's a small group. And what happened to George Floyd shouldn't happen to anybody. And that's why the protests took place. On that first day of protest that took place, yeah, it was kind of violent. People were so angry and so upset, righteously so, that they burned down buildings, okay? And they looted. That means they broke into stores and they either they stole things first and lit it on fire. It got out of control. And that was pretty bad. Now, afterwards, it became peaceful. Now, it took a while for it to get peaceful because it was out of control for quite a while. And the police had to go try to, block the area so they stopped burning buildings down. It's not the building's fault of what happened that took place. Now, it took days to arrest the police officers for what they did. Okay, they were out free for a while. Finally, they were arrested, and it made a lot of people settle down a little bit, but the protests continued. Now, in Washington, D.C., they painted in the street near the White House a huge sign that says Black Lives Matter. Yes, it was amazing. The president wasn't very happy. Not only did they paint the Black Lives Matter sign near the White House, in New York City, the mayor had the Black Lives Matter sign painted on the street in front of Trump Tower. Oh, wow. That was, President did not like that at all. In front of his building? No. Now, remember, all this protesting that's still taking place today, all this is a civil rights movement, like it has happened in the 1920s, like it also took place in the 1960s with Martin Luther King, and the Freedom Riders, and a whole bunch of people that made the difference, okay? And it was pretty amazing. People do have a right to protest when things don't go like they should. Okay? You are entitled to protest. That is one of your liberties in the Constitution. But we have a leader that wants to try to limit it and maybe take it away. That's not happening in the United States. The people will not allow that to take place. Never. He can try. It's not going to happen. Yes, there must be an end to police brutality. That is a must. They need to clean house. Police departments need to see who the racist people are. Either retrain them and make sure they are not like that anymore, or just clean the house. That needs to be done in order to avoid systemic abuse, which is what is happening and what people have seen take place.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. That's it for now. Take care. Bye.